the news that's happening right now. Pope Francis being released from the hospital this morning after 5 weeks of treatment for pneumonia. A large crowd gathering outside of his hospital in Rome where he'd been recovering, and in St. Peter's Square, large crowds as well. But there we see the Pope just as he is greeting crowds as he is being released from the hospital. So many delighted to hear the news that the Pope's health had improved enough for him to go home. So we have a lot that we're following. ABC's Inez de la Cuetara joined us now with the very latest. Good morning to you, Inez.
Good morning, Danae. Yes, some good news from the Vatican. We are just now seeing the Pope. He looks pretty good. He's in a wheelchair. His voice does sound a little weakened, but that's the first time we've seen him in 5 weeks. His doctor's saying he is very happy to be going home.
This morning, the Pope making his first public appearance, giving a blessing after 5 weeks in the hospital and now heading home. Doctors saying the 88-year-old's condition has stabilized enough for him to leave Rome's Gemelli Hospital and return to his Vatican residence, where he will still need oxygen and physiotherapy.
The Holy Father will be discharged, as we said before, in a stable clinical condition with a prescription to partially continue drug therapy and a convalescence and rest period at least 2 months.
Catholics gathered outside the Pope's hospital celebrating the happy news. It's a great joy for all of us, for all the faithful, and for all of us who've come here each evening to pray, he says. Doctors recommend the Pope now avoid meeting with large groups of people, adding it will take some time for his voice to return to normal. He was first hospitalized on February 14th with bronchitis, which then developed into pneumonia. Doctors say this resulted in 2 life-threatening medical crises requiring antibiotics, steroids, and eventually assisted breathing treatments and oxygen therapy. The Pope sounding weak and out of breath in an audio message released by the Vatican in early March. By week 3, his condition began to stabilize and improve.
The Holy Father was never intubated, and he always remained alert and oriented.
The Vatican releasing this photo showing him praying at the hospital chapel, but the Pope otherwise staying out of sight.
So the Pope being advised to rest, but guys, we know this is a Pope who loves to work, and he has a busy period coming up. It's a Jubilee year, so lots of events planned for that. And Easter is right around the corner. It's the holiest period of the church calendar. Decisions regarding his schedule will be made based on how his health improves. Gio?
And it is good to see him out there, apparently doing well, recovering. Thank you, Inez, for that report.